SeatGeek. For all your ticketed events, from sporting to concert outings, SeatGeek has you covered. They even conveniently color-coded each ticket on their website from amazing to worst, so you can easily know which are the best deals. SeatGeek, the smart way to buy. Save $20 off your next ticket purchase with the promo code. Hey everybody, I'm your host, Grande Gato, also known as the Big Cat. My cool cat, put your balls up. If you're rocking with the Gato, today we're here to talk about Carolina Panthers free agent grade. What do they get? Do they get an A+? Do they get an A-? Do they get an A-? Do they get a D? Do they get an F? We'll talk about it before we get started. Do you love the Carolina Panthers like I love the Carolina Panthers? I heard them. Do you love the Carolina Panthers like I love the Carolina Panthers? Yes, no, maybe. If you love the Carolina Panthers like I love the Carolina Panthers, give me a dap. We'll talk about what the Carolina Panthers graded out and the free agency. Let's get into it.
Here we go.
Before we get started, make sure you subscribe, click that notification bell so you don't miss the video. Now, before we go ahead and move forward, we gotta find out what we're losing. Let's say a special goodbye and good riddance to Darrell Williams. Signed 1-year deal with the Buffalo Bills. I say good riddance. Darrell Williams played in 16 games last year, started in 12 of them, led to many injuries, and also led to a lot of losses. So good riddance for Darrell Williams. Now moving on to Don Terry Poe. We're losing him as well. I can't necessarily say I'm sad. It was due to make $13 million. He had 4 sacks last year, 22 tackles in 11 games. Not bad. Did better, you know. For a guy who was a 3-4 aficionado, somebody that's supposed to come in and really dominate, he did all right, you know. Kyle Allen, we're losing him in a trade for a 5th-round pick. I think the Carolina Panthers will regret that move later, in my personal opinion. I think Kyle Allen has a lot left in him. He has a lot left in him. He has to be groomed out of him. Just only played 1 year, started 1 year. I think we'll regret that move, my personal opinion. Probably one of the biggest free agents to move on was Greg Van Roten. A guy who really held it down. I've been on Greg Van Roten's train for about since 2017. Yeah, I say he's been a real underdog. Started in as a fill-in, kind of worked his way to a starter. Held it dying. Yeah, held it dying. Next up, Eric Reed. I'll tell you this about Eric Reed. Eric Reed was a guy, if you play DraftKings, if you play FanDuel, and you seen us playing against a good tight end that week, you hurry up and you selected against the Carolina Panthers, right? No, I'm just joking. Yeah, man, but Eric Reed had to go. I think it was more so about him being vocal. You know, they just signed him to a new deal, you know what I mean? So that was kind of weird. I think, nigga was talking that black shit. Didn't like that. Nah, nigga, don't come in here with that shit. You could be Malcolm X on your own time, but on the NFL clock. I'm just playing, y'all. And Bruce Irvin, another guy who was a veteran last year, 8.5 sacks, second most on the team. This one had me a little bit of a head scratcher. You already lost Luke Kuechly due to retirement. And you got the second leading sack master on the team at linebacker. And let him go. I mean, this is my little issue. When you're rebuilding, you still got to have a veteran foundation or have veteran pieces. Okay, you can have a young foundation and have veteran people on the team. You get what I'm saying? But I didn't get that. I don't get that. Gerald McCoy, well, right now I think he's on his collect the money tour and not even mad at him. He went to Dallas, finessed them for $18.3 million. Came in last year, you know what I mean? He said he wanted to go to contender. And you guys, anybody to start the year off, I thought we were legit contenders as well. As far as what he produced, Buccaneers fans were telling me, in my ear, and listen, I'm a fan, but I also mingle with other fans. They respect my fandom, I respect their fandom. And they were saying, this guy's not that good, he's soft, blah, blah. I said, don't hate on the man, don't do him wrong, and well, it is what it is. Now, another guy who I was a little sad about losing was Vernon Butler. Yeah, Vernon Butler finally decided to show up. Yeah, a lot of you guys were talking about, he's the boss, and get him in trash. Yeah, listen, I'm with you, okay? I'm with you. He didn't deserve to be a first round pick. But last year he showed up, man. He showed up and that 3-4 did him good. You know what I mean? So I kind of wanted to see what, maybe he had found his Stella got his groove back. But we won't know because he's going to the Buffalo Bills. Another guy who's going to the Buffalo Bills, Mario Anderson. If you guys don't know my relationship between Mario Anderson, my brother, the only Carolina Panther player to follow your boy, show me love on all his platforms. Hold it down, man. Got his autograph and shit up there, man. I mean, hold it down, man. Yeah, Mr. Consistent. 9.5 sacks last year. And he's been doing it for the last 4 years. Again, I mean, congratulations to him on that, getting that bag. $30 million, 3 years. Get your bag, cuz. James Bradbury. James Bradbury said, y'all niggas didn't want to pay me. We let him go. Free agency, New York Giants. Again, I think we're gonna regret that. We're gonna regret that late now, but maybe later we'll figure it out. And last but not least, Colin Jones. Colin Jones heard the game plan from Matt Rule. We're gonna rebuild. Matt Rule, he said, can I call my taxi or call my Uber now? He got out of there before the Rona hit. So shout out to my man, Colin Jones. That's all who we lost in free agency.
I ain't got a good brain.
Now let's go ahead and grade our free agent acquisitions. Let's start with Teddy Bridgewater. 27 years old, 3 years, $63 million deal. That's a whole lot of loot. Played in 44 career games, started in 34 of them, went 5-0 last year with the Saints, 22-12 as a career starter. His only loss in the past 2 seasons were Week 17 and Week 17 of the 2018 season against the Carolina Panthers. Now, this move right here, I'm gonna have to give it a B, man. I was gonna give it a C plus. I'm gonna give him a B, okay? And the reason why I give him a B is because he is a winner. I like to say this. I like to say that there were some other outside influences, like having 3 all-pro offensive linemen that made him into a winner. But I digress. At the end of the day, you still got to move that ball. You still got to make sure you're not throwing interceptions. Got to be safe with it. Got to take your shots when it's time to take your shots. And listen, he's an efficient quarterback. Let's be honest. He's an efficient quarterback, and he's a winner. I mean, whether there only be 5 starts last year or wherever, man. I mean, 22. Look, he's 22-12 in his career as a starter. Damn near 50%, close to it. So, again, man, I can't take nothing from the brother. I think it's a B move. I think he's a step up from Kyle Allen. I think Kyle Allen was a C minus. Given all the circumstances, defensive line, offensive line, yada yada yada. I think Kyle Allen was a C minus last year, so I give him a step up. I say a B.
Is you dumb?
So next up, we got Stephen Weatherly, defensive end from Minnesota, $12.5 million for 2 years. He's 25 years old, been in the NFL for 4 years. Over the last 2 seasons, he had a total of 6 sacks, 59 tackles, 17 quarterback hits. He is 6'5", 265 pounds. Started in 7 games in his career, including 1 last year. Again, listen, I think Matt Rule's doing what he said he was going to do. He wants to breed competition. He wants to create, young, athletic, healthy competition. I think he got it right here. I think this guy could potentially be a solid piece for us. Like Mario Anderson when he came out from Troy. We ended up picking him up, and look what he has done. So, don't want to knock the brother. I got to get this move right here. I give it a C. I give it a solid C, you know what I mean? Because of his potential, you know what I mean? Again, potential doesn't win you championships right now, but over time it does. But right now, it's a C move, man. It's a solid move that we did need it after getting rid of your whole damn front. So let's move on to the next free agent acquisition, Justin Burris. 2 years, $8 million, 26-year-old, 4-year veteran, former NC State product. Let's see, 2019, he had 2 interceptions, 7 passes defensed, 1 sack, 32 tackles, all of that in 9 games. Again, I like this move. I probably like this move more than I actually like the Trey Boston move. A hungry guy. A guy who only played 9 games last year. A guy who's been on and off practice squads. I think he has something to prove. Again, this is a healthy competition. I honestly believe he can come in here and probably make a name for himself. Okay, athletic kind of guy. Again, he did it from the sack position, got sacks, interceptions, defended passes. I mean, it seems like he's an all-around corner, however you want to put him at DB, safety. I think this guy's is good signing right here, so I'm gonna give him a C+.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
So next up, we bring back Trey Boston. Trey Boston is coming off one of his strongest seasons with the team. 3 interceptions, 11 pass defenders, 68 tackles. Again, man, I'm happy for him. He got his money. I mean, he's been signing 1-year deals his whole career. Finally got a little bit of security with that 3-year deal. Hard hitter, impact play. Sometimes, he gets lost in translation when it comes to wrapping up. Shit like that, man. But good move, man. I mean, you got to have somebody back there with some kind of security. You know what I mean? You don't want to have a bunch of guys with 1-year deals. Me personally, if I had to choose between him and Bruce Irvin, you know what I mean? Because he's a veteran too. I would have kept Bruce Irvin on the team versus Trey Boston because the fact that Luke Kuechly's gone. But nevertheless, this is a good signing right here, and I'm gonna give it a solid C.
Nigga, please.
So the next 2 free agent acquisition we're gonna talk about is Seth Roberts and John Miller, right guard from the Cincinnati Bengals. Let's start with John Miller. Again, a former guard that used to play with Teddy Bridgewater out of Louisville. Journeyman kind of guy, bounced around. Again, it's not much to say about this guy. Played with Buffalo, now he's with Cincinnati, now he's with us. Teddy Bridgewater had some experience with him. I don't know, maybe this nigga got some kind of magic recipe to protect Teddy Bridgewater. I don't know. I don't want to give up on him or whatever already. Let's move on to Seth Roberts. Seth Roberts, you know what I mean? Journeyman kind of receiver, blocking receiver. You know what I mean? I'll give both these moves a C. Again, I get what they're trying to do here. You want to bring in the underdog spirit and just have everybody hyped up, with production or whatever. Hopefully that works, but again, man, I give it a C for both of these moves.
The fuck was that?
So let's move on to these next couple signings right here. You got Keith Kirkwood, Ferrell Cooper, and the Jacksonville Jaguars tight end Seth Duval. Let me tell you about this real quick. All 3 of these moves I give a thumbs up, especially Ferrell Cooper. We've been having issues with our kick return, punt returner all last year. You're bringing a guy who's a former Pro Bowler at that. Also SC product. So again, I think he'll be happy to be home to show what he can do. Good move right there. Good find, actually. Keith Kirkwood, again, another guy who's a young stud. Again, I think it adds depth to our receiver behind Seth Roberts. And not only that, man, I think he can also help out in the return game as well. So kudos to them for finding that. I think that was one of Drew Brees' sneaky goal weapons right there. You know what I mean? So shout out to him. And my favorite move out of these 3 has to be Seth Duval. I'm not going to say he's going to come in and replace Greg Olsen. But with Ian Thomas being, kind of flaky, and Manhurst pretty much being a blocking tight end, you really need a guy that can kind of do both, and I think he is that guy. So I'm excited about all 3 of these moves, and I'm going to have to give all 3 of these moves a C+.
Stop it.
So let's move on to these next couple moves. You got DeAndre White, familiar face, and Zach Kerr from the Arizona Cardinals. Now, Zach Kerr, former defensive tackle from Arizona Cardinals, played in 12 games last year, had 19 tackles. Undrafted rookie, since he's been in the league, he has had 7.5 career total sacks. Again, I can't say, man. This is the depth move. Good move for picking up depth. Good move for addressing that defensive line. DeAndre White, another guy who's good to come back. Good speed on him. Glad that he's came back, help us out in the return game. Both of these moves I have to give C-. Give it a C-. You know what I mean? Especially when we got Ferrell Cooper, who's probably going to be the main guy doing returns and kick. But again, good pickup for both of these guys who are adding depth. So last but not least, we're going to move on to these final 3 players. P.J. Walker, linebacker Tahir White, and also Robby Anderson. Let's start with Tahir White, former Temple product of Matt Rule. He actually has had some consistency, 48 out of 48 games over the last 3 years. But last year with the Oakland Raiders, he did not have a single sack, interception, or a fumble. He's been healthy, been consistent, but he just hasn't been productive. I don't want to, let me stop, y'all. I'm not saying that he's not going to be good, but again, I guess Matt Rule has a plan in place to where, we'll see what he can do. Let's move on to P.J. Walker. P.J. Walker is a sneaky signing. I honestly believe that this guy is real raw. Matt Rule did coach him. I did watch his game against Houston in the conference game back in college. So yeah, man, I think this is a sneaky good move, man. It's a sneaky good move. He's real raw, got a little mechanic issues, but he's talented, he's gifted. It's there, man. I mean, you can't teach talent, you can't teach ability. It just got some things you got to clean up, man. Will he be able to clean them up in time to challenge Teddy Bridgewater? I don't know if we have a season this year, but I like this. I like this, man. I mean, if he get his shit together, you know what I mean, as far as his mechanics, you probably could be looking at your starting quarterback right here on the slick. Last but not least, let's talk to the biggest and the best offensive signing, free agent signing, Robby Anderson. Big, explosive wide receiver. I think this is what DJ Moore needs. Somebody that's really going to pressure him to step his game up. Don't nobody want somebody on the other side of the field tearing it up and you're being mediocre. But again, shout out to my man DJ. He's done it with less, man. So imagine what he will do with this guy on the opposite side of him. I mean, the real question is he going to be our number one receiver? I think this, again, this breeds healthy competition. Hopefully Teddy Bridgewater will be able to, get it to these boys. And but I like this move a lot, and I think this was a very good signing, even though he has experience with Matt Rule before, again, out of tempo, and he has experience with P.J. Walker, but I do like this move. So with the Robby Anderson move, I'm going to give that a B+. Great find, great sign. Tahir Whitehead, I'm going to have to give that C. And P.J. White, I'll give that a C- right there. P.J. Walker, I'll give that a C-. I mean, I don't necessarily see him coming in, doing anything necessarily, especially if he has to fill in for Teddy Bridgewater when he gets hurt. If he has to fill in for him right now, C-. So overall, all in all, I gotta say it like this: Carolina Panthers, we're gonna have to get a C- for me as far as their free agency acquisitions. You got some nice pieces, and Robby Anderson, Ferrell Cooper at the return game, tight end safety Val, Kenneth Kirkwood. I like that move as well. I like this Justin Burris kid. I think he might make some noise. Benedict Arnold. Trey Boston. I like that move as well. Let's see what else we got. Stephen Weberly. So it's a good cat right there. I think he might make some noise as well. And the Teddy Bridgewater, I'm 50-50 on. So all in all, I think they get a C-. And this is all before the draft. Man. My real problem with this actual Carolina Panthers free agency is, why the fuck are we not signing my man Ross Cockrell? Javen Elliott? Are we going to play with no cornerbacks this year? I'm trying to figure out why we haven't signed them yet, and I'm a little nervous. I mean, any coach that believes that they're going to rely on rookies to come in here, play cornerback, to stop Julio Jones, Michael Thomas, Godwin, Calvin Ridley, you're setting them. Oh, Emmanuel Sanders, I forgot about him. If you're thinking you're just going to bring in a rookie to stop all these guys, you need to resign and get back your money. So, I mean, let's soften the blow. If we do get a rookie at cornerback, let's go ahead and sew up Ross Cockrell and go ahead and sew up my man Javen Elliott. Tell me what you guys think, man. Did I get it right? C- sounds about right. Did you guys go higher? Did you guys go lower? Let me know. Get in the comment section. I'm your host, Granny Gato. Also, the big cat who gives the balls up. If you're rocking with the Gato, let's get up out of here. Make sure you subscribe, click the notification bell. Let the church say down. Now available for purchase. Keep Pounding TV ringtone and theme song on all your major streaming platforms: Apple Music, Spotify, Deezer, Google Play Store, and many more. Also, you can order directly from Chadzilla Beats on Instagram. Be sure to follow for all your local instrumentals and beats as well. Pause up and keep pounding.